What's that, buddy? What's that? Buddy. Get him, Ace. Oh.
What are you thinking that, Ace? Now, one of us is not on. So let's see.
I'm always on.
All right, let me see.
Oh, my stay. I'm on.
One of them's not on.
Oh my gosh. Mine says I'm on, fully charged and
Hello.
hitting the red.
Hello.
Maybe we're on the same channel.
I'm on A. Well,
I don't know what I'm on. How do you know that's not me?
Right there's see A. What's yours on?
A.
We're both on A. How we can't be both on A?
Well, we are.
What? How can that be?
Don't know.
Okay. Well, one of us. But as long as they can hear you, so that's good.
Yeah, right.
Well, we don't know.
Well, they know they're going to hear you.
Okay.
Well, we've waited till dark to start the video tonight. Look. It's dark 30 out there.
Dark 30.
Wait a minute, that's reflection. Here.
Oh,
there you go. It's out. See?
Okay. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough dark, man.
All right.
That's
My
enough.
gosh.
You don't have to stand there and look at it. Everybody knows it's dark.
For 5
You shouldn't
seconds.
just put your hand over it. It'd have been dark.
I wasn't there 5 seconds.
I'd say they heard you.
You gonna stand up? You gonna sit down?
Yeah. Hey, so you got the results back from your mammogram today.
I'm glad you said that. I was gonna mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they were negative.
Well, they thought there was something, and you had to go to Knoxville, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
happened was I had the mammogram, and I got a call, and they said, "Hey, listen, we need to do an ultrasound because we didn't get a very clear view, and we need to something's just not. They just couldn't find everything or whatever." So I went today to Knoxville, did a ultrasound. You get the results instantly, and they come up negative and told me to come back in a year. So
Good.
please go get your mammograms. If you did like me and waited 3 years and didn't go,
Yeah.
please go get a mammogram. Don't be scared. Just go face the music. Just go get it done.
Face the music.
Face the music. That's
And how much weight have you lost so far?
30 pounds.
30 pounds.
Yeah, 30 pounds.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a feat, man.
It was a feat. And I had Thanksgiving. I didn't, I ate over the weekend, which is fine, but
Here.
I'm back.
You
Well,
got a
I'm
microphone.
a mess. Oh my God, don't show me today. I'm a mess. But anyway, but I ate over the weekend, and I'd already set for that. I said, hey, listen, I'm probably going to gain back about 5 pounds of it. So I'm back on my diet, back to intermittent fasting today. So
Is that what you find is best for you, intermittent fasting?
that is what worked for me.
So you don't eat, when's the last meal you had, 3 o'clock?
Let's see, I ate it. Yeah, it was about 3 o'clock.
And then you don't eat until when?
I won't eat again until about 2 or 3 tomorrow.
Really?
And I find that 2 and 3 o'clock is the best for me because I can wait. I never.
Look at you.
I'm so well.
Just slimming.
Look, I'm so dirty. I'm just a mess. Slimming is up here.
Oh, okay.
So,
Here we go.
yeah, way up there. But I find that it's the best for me. This is the reason why. I never was a breakfast eater, like ever, okay? So it's not hard for me to skip breakfast.
Yeah.
I don't do smoothies. I just don't like that stuff. I just don't do that. So I can breeze through breakfast and lunch really easy and not eat. Where I had trouble, and I think a lot of people have trouble, is in the evenings. But when I eat between 2, 3, or even 4, I really don't want to go any farther than 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So about 2 or 3 o'clock, I find that I stay full long enough to get me
So you
through.
sleep all right?
I sleep great. Yeah, I sleep great. But I cannot sleep. I cannot eat at night. I found that out again this weekend. Yeah. Because we ate later, like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And then, but my sleeping's good. I don't have any problems with being hungry and stuff like that. As long as I stay consistent every day, eating around the same time.
And you don't eat donuts.
I do not eat. You know what? This is what I told Randy. I said I should be as thin as who's the big models now?
the big models now.
I should look like Giselle at this point. I have given up Cokes, and I'm not a big sweet eater, but I don't eat any of that. I've given up coffee and creamer. I put this much creamer in my coffee, so it's really a milkshake. I don't get milkshakes. I don't go fast food anymore. I don't go get any of that. I should look like Giselle.
You do.
Oh, stop it! Yeah, I can't believe you're saying that.
Oh,
he's being nice for some reason.
Oh, you're so gorgeous.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Crap, mega crap.
Anyway, so we're going to do like some kind of little health thing. And
Yeah.
so Randy can share his
Oh, we
stuff,
are?
And I'll share my
We're going to do a health thing? Look at this.
Well, not in here, we're not.
Dogs.
We're not in here, we're
Dogs, tools, and stuff. Oh, my.
Oh, my. Okay. So anyway, anyway, get your mammogram.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, I know a lot of people watch our show. Hey, listen, I get confused a lot about these shows. And so lately we have gained a lot of attention on our YouTube. We went from 3,000 people within a week.
Yeah.
And it's been really good. And in my mind, I'm thinking we got over 160,000+ people on the Christmas show of Luann's house.
Yes.
160,000 in a couple weeks.
If not more. There's probably more now.
So, however that happened, I was like, how can we duplicate that over and over and over? It's so hard because we don't have homes that are decorated, and a lot of people have homes, but they don't want to show their house, and I understand that too.
Yeah.
So it's hard to come out with a patch pump, video every
week.
single time.
Yeah.
And we come on every single day. So we're going to take you on a journey of our life. Sometimes we'll have stuff, sometimes we won't. Sometimes we'll have crazy, and then we'll have beautiful homes and all these ideas. I can just tell you that, like I've always said, I wish I had a YouTube hooked to my belt.
I know.
And you could actually see everything that's going on. I think it would really be interesting for people to see. Because you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that stupid stuff. And then you might be impressed once in a while, but it's mostly like, it's just bear down, go,
It is.
Because this is a lot going on. There's from counseling people, employees, counseling them, helping them, firing them, hiring them, materials, shopping.
Yes.
It's just, and then trying to get these houses done.
Yes.
Trying to get them on time. There's repairs that need to be done. We got some out of state that has a doorknob that won't lock, and we got to call a repairman to do that. Some other issues, little things like that. It has to be done. It has to be taken care of, and so we don't have a maintenance department. Oh yes, we'll send somebody down there. It's a mixture still.
Yes.
But we're all that, and I don't want to bore you with all the legalities or the technicalities of the company of how we're trying to get people in positions. But every time you take a person and put them in a supervising position that has experience, and they're not performing to build homes. That's our biggest thing, is we build homes. I want to build. Yes. Everything I talked about is building homes. All my energies, everything I have is to build, because we know you guys need your homes. We need to have them built financially too. So that's why I have never had a tiny home of my own. I don't take the time to do my own home. I don't take the tools. I was working on my own house this weekend, and we're going to debut that at the end of this week.
Yes.
All right. So Friday it should be done, and we're going to debut my house. I'm going to tell you a lot about my house, what's going on with the house,
exciting.
and how that's going to work.
Okay.
And we're excited about that. So I took the last 3-4 days. Everybody was gone on vacation because of holidays, and worked on my house. And I'd given all my tools away again to guys that need stuff. Hey, they need something. Go. Just build. And it's still. You still got to teach, and we're still trying to tweak everything. And if the guys don't perform fast enough, good enough, you walk in the house and you see that, and you're like, why did that happen?
Quality.
We missed this. How come we got supervisors that missed that? So we got to go back and rethink this. We don't come down on them. It's like, where did we miss this up? Where's this glitch at that we forgot this, or we didn't get this done, or they did something, they didn't perform properly. It's because we're not doing what we need to do to teach them or help them, right? And so, as you can see, I always bring everything back on me. So every time I get a call or anytime anything happens, it's my fault, because I should have delegated, taught, learned, done something. And that's okay, because I've taken this on. This is my job. And I really do, believe it or not, I don't know how I do, but I enjoy this business. I enjoy the busyness of it, all the guys, everything happening, building homes. It can be overwhelming, but what's not overwhelming? Everything can be overwhelming.
Right.
You know, you can have one job and work the most boring job in the world, and it's overwhelming because you don't have a vision, a drive, a passion, and it's overwhelming because you don't know what else to do with your life, right? My dad worked in the steel mill. He worked in Kentucky in the coal mines for 10 years. This is way back before I was born. This is back in the 40s. So my dad would be about 90. He'd be about 90, was 96, 98 years old.
Yeah, 98.
Yeah, this February he'd be 98. So he just passed a couple years ago. And, but he worked in the coal mines in the 40s, you know, and then he moved to Cleveland, Ohio in the 50s. And, but he worked in mines 10 years, got on the ore dock and shoveling iron coal ore and stuff on the big boats, bringing iron ore down from the northern Michigan for steel mills in the Midwest. And then he went to Detroit in the late 50s. And then I was born up there in the 60s is when I was born, you know. And so, you know, just having that kind of job, I came home every day, and my dad was grateful to have a job. He's a crane operator for a while, and then he got into supervising and was in the steel mill in the blast furnace when they pour all the hot iron. And he hated his job. And I remember growing up, my dad hated his job every single day. And that's when he started drinking more. You know, he'd drink beer every day. He'd come home and he wouldn't tie one on, but man, he would ozone out, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Him and a lot of guys of that era
changed
did that.
my world. And I see a lot of guys here. They go home and
do
drink.
that.
And drinking's a big deal. I've never drunk. I've never been drunk. I drink a beer every once in a while, but very seldom, 2-3 times a year. But I've never been drunk, and it's because of that. I've been around that environment, didn't want to. Tried to tell my boys about it, and because I didn't drink, they drank. It's like, oh, I should have drunk, so they wouldn't. Anyway, this is crazy how we all process information, you know, and how we do these things. And but I was always looked at my folks' life is that they seemed like they wished they could have done something different, but they had to work. Dad had to work in a steel mill, you know. Mom worked in a factory. Mom was always pretty positive about working, you know, but she hated my dad, so it was pretty negative.
And she didn't work full time.
No, off and on. Off and on all the time. But I always took that as, I don't want to live like that. I want to live every day of my life, and I don't want to work a job 30 years and thinking, I'm going to put my 30 years in so I'll get that check.
Yeah.
I just like, you know what? I'd rather live under a bridge. I'm not going to do it. I can't waste my life doing something I don't want to do.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing right here. Is I love building. This is a big challenge. I talked to Will today. You're not going to believe what we'll do a video during the day tomorrow if you want to see the place. I don't know, but it's cleaning up. We're building the stuff, storage units and all the stuff, putting metal on the building this Friday.
Explain what Will has transitioned into. Him and Becky, they're not doing sales anymore.
Yeah, Will and Becky were in sales. Well, Will, when he first come here, Will's been in the military. He came here and he tried to help out what he's doing now, and it was just so frustrating because we had so many guys here that were just so inexperienced, young. They didn't have that dedication. So since then, I have got rid of all them guys, rehired new guys, and they've got more oomph and more dedication and more listening. But Will and Becky have been sales, and we are a wholesale builder. We're not a retail. So we've started a retail here and had people come here and buy homes, and it's been great. But it's slowed down. This is a slow season for us. You know, we don't sell a lot of homes in the winter.
Right.
And I said, Will, would you come back and help us? You know, help us with the lot, getting it all organized. And we got some big plans for 2022. And that's with the new building and what's going to happen in the building. And we're not going to tell you any of that until the end of this year, probably
that's
around
exciting.
Christmas, all right?
Yeah.
So all I can say is this about the New Deal. I should call it the New Deal, right?
New Deal.
President Roosevelt. The New Deal. Was that
Well, there was
Roosevelt?
a lady who left a comment and said, Randy, it's the holidays. It's getting to the end of the year and stuff. Isn't it time for a new special?
You know, I never knew that. I never knew I was doing that.
She said that.
Yeah, but it's true. We come up with a new special. And all I can say is get ready. Have your nickels and dimes together because it's going to be a price that you're just going to blow your mind. But if you need a home, right, get ready to buy one.
Okay.
Right? And so we may debut this before Christmas.
We probably will.
The idea, we're trying to maybe get it done by probably next week.
Okay.
And let you know what it is. But I'm really serious. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting.
Yes.
We've never done anything like this before. And I've always, I don't know what it is, but I love building homes that are so inexpensive. And they just pump out of here. And we get people to buy homes. Like we did the RJO.
Yeah.
That was so fun of a deal to do.
That was very fun.
You know,
We were all excited about
Yeah,
that.
people got great deals, and the stories that we got, that people had homes that they never thought they'd have a home. You know,
Very exciting.
people are getting second homes like for Airbnbs. We sold it for $15,000.
I mean,
that was
amazing.
insane. It was crazy, you know.
So next week.
So we may have something coming up. Let you guys know what that's going on. But so I'm always grateful for what I got here and the job I'm doing. And I know I'm babbling on. You can turn me off later on because this is not a video of showing a beautiful house like Luann's. But we had 160,000 views or whatever it is last time I seen. Or, you know, and it's exciting to know that it's out there in over 1,200 comments, you know. And I appreciate you guys commenting and telling us what you think about everything, you know.
And tomorrow, I wasn't prepared today because I had that doctor's appointment. I had to go to Knoxville. But tomorrow, I am definitely going to print out some of the questions. We've got comments and questions that we have to read.
Okay.
Well, I went through them. I've been reading them over the weekend and stuff. They are fantastic. People have unbelievable, just beautiful.
And that's why I wanted to come on tonight. You know,
comments, but we have some serious questions too that we'll address, and they're great questions.
All right. So one as you're mentioning that, I talked to a gentleman today. He may be watching, and he purchased a home, a former home of ours, in Kentucky, and it was the one you seen on the side of the road.
Well, I didn't.
Miss Carnes?
Okay, yeah. Well, don't tell who.
Well, it's her last name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was her house.
Well, I seen it yesterday.
So Amanda was coming through
Bean Station,
which is north of Morristown. When she seen the tiny house on the side of the road, she goes, I think that's our house, Randy. We built a 3 years ago.
Oh, we
built
3 or 4
years ago, right?
We built that 5.
Matt and I delivered it in Kentucky in the middle of the night.
We were in Inca.
Yep. And anyway, he called me, and he's putting it in Gatlinburg. And I asked him, how are you doing it in Gatlinburg? Because I took a house up there about 3 years ago and took it right down to City Hall and had the inspectors come out there, the city planner, and everybody come and look at the house.
And they said no.
And it wasn't a good visit. All right? And brought it home. It was a beautiful home. But now the city of Gatlinburg has adopted tiny homes. So he can put it on his lot, and there's a stipulation that he has to be ANSI certified, right? And it has to be on a permanent foundation. Now, a permanent foundation, everybody, listen, is just like we do at your house, believe it or not. All you have to do is dig some concrete piers and lay block. Or even stack this is how we set it up here. It's really a permanent foundation because it is piers. And so that's all they require. You don't have to underpin it. You don't have to do anything, you know, or skirt it. So that's an easy stipulation. Jack it up, put on. You can drop the axles if you want or leave them on. They just said it had to be on a permanent foundation. Permanent is pouring some piers of concrete on it. So it was really good news. And he needed it ANSI. So our ANSI company that we work with, the engineering firm out of Wyoming, who comes here and does physical inspections and all that stuff, and we send them information. We're going to work with that one and that was before we had ANSI certification. So we're going to bring that up to par, help him with information. In return, he's going to let us know about his journey of putting a home in Gatlinburg, and his journey of the bureaucracy and the codes and the people and the permitting and all that stuff it takes. And I said, you know what? I'm going to help him with information. He's going to help me with some information. So I thought it was really neat. So that is going to be a big deal. Gatlinburg is a tough town to build in, which it should be because it's very small. It's right smack dab against the national park. And so, all the land is very limited. It's super steep, mountainous, and but it's a beautiful.
So he's placing it on a lot?
Yeah, his own lot. Yep.
Oh, his own. He bought a lot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. We have an investor that we're building homes for in Sevier County, which is not in Gatlinburg, but just outside in Sevierville, which is where Dolly Parton was raised. Actually, it's just a few miles from where she was raised.
Right.
We've got a contract. We're building about 8 or 10 right now and hopes to build 50 for this gentleman. And so we got on a time schedule for that. So that's exciting to do, you know. But again, we don't get paid until we build the houses, or we get a portion down and then we build. So, and we got all these others to build. When I was filming you, Amanda, we got this list here, right?
Yeah.
And that's our build list. And I'm sure everybody's like, where's my house? Well, everybody here has been notified. Everybody here has got their house going,
And this is not everybody.
Oh, no. That's just what's under construction right now, is those 2 boards.
And we sent out a letter this morning to everyone on the build list.
Yeah.
So all of the active people that their house has already started, has already been contacted.
Yeah.
But this morning, I wrote a letter, Randy looked at it and stuff, and we sent that out to all the future builds that have not started yet, and just to let them know how everything's going, because we have a lot on the build list.
Yep, we sure do. And a lot of folks, and I appreciate you all watching, people that live here in our communities, and I know sometimes they just want to see, what's kind of going on and what's happening, because we do so many crazy things around here.
Yeah.
But if you are watching and you live here and you reside here, you may have put a deposit on a lot. Well, in the contract of that agreement, it has, if you sublet or sell your lease, and you really don't own the lease, the whole thing was $6,000. Stay here 2 years and hit the road, right? Not hit the road. You live here forever or whatever. It's a 3-year lease.
Right.
So now people are leaving. Some people's lives changed. Something happens, they got to go back to their families, they can't stay here.
Right.
So they have a lot. Well, in the forest, it's a year old already. The beach is almost a year old. So if it was a $6,000 contract to get in, it was a deposit to live here for 2 years for free. Then it's $3,000, I guess, for the second year. But then I heard people are saying, hey, I want $10,000. I want $15,000. And I'm like, that's what it wasn't intended to do. It was intended to help me get the infrastructure and help you get in a place that was really inexpensive.
And two, anybody who is approaching anybody and wanting to buy, you're just buying out the remaining lease. It only lasted 3 years. So you can't bypass 3 years of a lease.
And
they're going to be renewed.
Yeah, and so on the contract, it says that anybody that sublets and anybody which would be taking your lot or subletting your lot, we have to approve. So we're trying to prevent, if anybody comes here that could be a detriment to our community.
And we have to approve the building. You can't just bring anything and stay on the lot.
Right. Yep. So, we can't bring a camper and a tent and sheds and stuff. We got to keep control of it. And so I'm just letting everybody know that, it was hard. This is the first community that I've ever really done like this. When we built homes in the resort, it wasn't like that, nothing. They
bought the land and
house and everything. It was done. So I didn't have any foresight into thinking that things could shift from my original agreement of 2 years and done. Now, we could have put in there, nothing happens, you got your lot, it's over, there's no trading, there's no swapping, there's no subletting, there's nothing.
Right.
And sometimes I feel like we should, but I always want everybody, I don't want anybody being here that don't want to be here, But because of that, it's caused, I think, some issues with people and what's going on. So, these leases were for 3 years, 2 years free, and then you're committed to the third year of $200 a month. So after that, it's all new leases, it's all new agreements, it's all new everything. And so just want to let you know that if you do sublet it, or if you do want to try to sell your 3-year
remaining lease.
If you want to sell that,
you only have 2 years left.
Whoever you sell it to, we need to know before you sell it. So we can, we got to know who it is.
We have to have contact information. We have to have their name. We have to have their driver's license.
I'm talking about sex offenders. I'm talking about people that would be a detriment to this community.
Yeah.
A lot of people, we just got to know. And we're here to protect everybody else is here.
That's bought in.
Yeah. Believe me, I have allowed guys to live here that I wanted to help that were a detriment to the community. And we've cleaned it all up. I got one more that we just talked to tonight. That's being taken care of. So, I'm here because I own the place and I need to protect everybody that lives here. And I want to protect everybody here, So, that's if you're watching the show. So anyway, if you guys watched this for years, I look back and I'm thinking, wow, to think that we've went from, in the backyard and all this stuff to now doing this and all this thoughts in our head, what we got to do with this. It's really amazing, to make all this work. So just work with us. I'm always saying, I'm just common sense, everybody. We have issues with noise out here. Some people are playing their music too loud at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm saying, you know what? They came to me and said, what are we going to do? And I said, I have to just call police. I am not the police. I thought about going and talking to a couple of people, and I'm just, it's something when I first started this community, it was made for people to negotiate and work things out. Now that's pie in the sky. It may not work out. They could say, you know what, I'll do whatever I want. And then you had to call the police, I guess, What else are you going to do? And they maybe give them a ticket, a warrant. I don't know how it all works, but you know what? We're fixing to find out. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Things will happen. It's part of it. Human nature, things going to happen. Let it happen, So anyway, that's our news for our community, our news for, our building and what we're doing and how we're building and people that work here. We're really excited. We do now just initiated a inventory team, which I'm awesome. When this building gets built, it's hard for me to paint a picture, but it's so neat. I talked to Will today, and he was moving stuff and cleaning, and it's getting so nice. We're going to build a 2-story shed, 2-story underneath the lean-to out here, and put windows, and it's all clean.
Exciting.
It's all clean, and it's all set up, and he's got it organized where this kind of window, and that kind of door, and that kind of door, and that kind of door, and that kind of window, and everything's, you just grab it and go, and we got a list of materials and trailers and packaging and setup.
We have people who are now on the same wavelength as we are, as where our mindset
and committed,
is.
Committed to unbelievably committed.
That's amazing.
And I have to embrace that commitment, and we got to set rules. So when we start at 7:00, we shut the door. Anybody don't make it by 7, the door's shut. You don't work, and you don't work that day. You can make it the next day. You might show up. You do it a couple times. You don't have a job here.
Right.
We have to do that. We used to have a lot of guys. Laissez-faire. We come in. Hey, as long as they come at 8:15, 8:30, worked. We were still good. I just needed guys to work. We have people that want to work here, and we got people that want to come here and work. And we have a great place to work here, you know. So we got rules, and I'm sticking to them because of our leadership that we have here that have to have rules to make things happen. Really easy to do, you know. So anyway, I know we bored everybody to death. They're poking their eyes out with their sporks.
Yeah,
Their sporks.
They're sporks.
They're sporks.
They're sporks.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Ace, are you tired?
He's over it.
I want to take you in the shop, and I'm going to show you a quick house. Okay, Amanda?
Okay, that'd be fine.
Can you put your coat on?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it off, put my coat on, and then we'll go.
That's okay to do that?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You're right.
Of a sinus headache. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm not recording.
You are recording. Stop that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I have known you for 20 years. You are lying like a rug.
You don't know me.
Yeah. Okay. Are you filming?
No. I'm not filming.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, who sent this? We got this in the mail, and I don't know who sent this to us, but my gosh, it's an instant mixer. This mixer thing.
No, blender. Let's see,
Insta Ace blender.
Instant blender.
Somebody sent it. Cooks in
it.
Yeah. So anyway, if you sent this to me, I want to know who it is so I can thank you for this.
Wait a minute. They could have sent it to me. Why'd they send it to you?
How do we? Maybe it's a customer's, and I'm using it, and I don't know who's.
Oh my God! Is this a customer's?
Hey, if this is yours, and I haven't used it yet.
Now look, 100,000 people will claim it. Look at my hair. I can see it. It's just a mess. Hold on. Get away from me.
Oh, what else did we get? Oh, and this right here. I got this today.
Oh, wait a second. I got something to show too.
Look, I got this thing today. All right, I got this for Ace, I guess. It's not for me.
Well, it's a pet bed.
But look
what
how
do you
thick
think
it
it's
is.
for
Look,
Ace?
it's a storage 43 by 16 inches thick by 33.
Let's open it.
Oh, it'll blow up. Now I ain't got no place to put it. This place is so full of junk.
Oh, it's so nasty. I wouldn't fool with here. Wait a minute. There's something else we got to show. Hold on. Hey, where's that Thanksgiving card?
Yeah, it's right here.
Well, let's tell that. This nice lady sent this.
Wait a minute. Where's that
We were
card?
supposed to do this for Thanksgiving, and we forgot.
That's it right here.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, here, let me get
Here,
it.
you read it.
Okay. Oh, I'm so hot now. Oh, my God. Okay. To all of you, Thanksgiving is a time of year we especially think of those we are happy to have in our lives. Okay. Anyway.
She's rolling her eyes about me, everybody.
And because you're some of the very special people, this is very nice of her. Just thought you should know you're thought of warmly, not just at Thanksgiving, but always. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Peace, Miss T. Thank you for sending peace, because Lord knows we need peace. Miss T, kind of like Mr. T. Oh, isn't that funny, Mr. T?
I have peace.
And she says, thanks for all the daily YouTube videos. Trusses exciting.
Aw.
I think I said all that wrong. But anyway, but look at her pretty card. She sent that for Thanksgiving.
Miss T.
Miss T.
Thank you, Miss T.
That is really beautiful. Thank you so much for sending that.
We read this stuff, man. And I got cards for Mom.
Oh, there's all kinds. Alicia Scott. Can I say, do a shout out to Alicia Scott?
I was starting to write her a letter. Look, I started to write her a letter back.
Alicia is so nice. She still sends me a postcard and sends me letters and stuff. And I never, ever respond to her. I used to respond to her. I responded 2 or 3 times to her years ago. And I told her, I said, look, I'm terrible at writing back. Blah, blah. This woman takes so much time out of her day.
Oh, and she's busy.
Look at her little cards.
She's a lecturer and everything.
She is such a busy woman. It's not that she don't have, look how she writes. And she does this for every pen pal that she has. She does it for me. I read her stuff. I need to write her back, and I'm so glad you're going to write her back. She started writing Randy's mom, and I know she writes other people, other followers and stuff that she has met through Incredible Tiny Homes, and they do other people as well.
Well, I've seen it.
Wonderful
Such a
lady.
nice little. I thought, man, I can take 5 minutes and write her a
Alicia,
little note. So I took 2 minutes and got disturbed.
You are you're a jewel of a lady.
Yeah.
She is so nice to do that. I appreciate that so much.
Takes a lot to get a stamp and a letter and all that.
Candace Earl has sent that to your mom.
Yep. Now some of them
Look,
might be a little
Alicia
older.
sent another one. Miss Peggy Conkling sent that to your mom.
Yeah, you know what they're saying, Randy? It's been on your desk for a long time.
I know. Alicia. See you.
Alicia, I'm sorry.
Alicia's putting you to shame.
H.
And this was Mrs. T.
Alicia.
Teresa.
She's had them letters there a long time.
Teresa. Oh, she got a cute little Indian on there. Look at there. Well, no, it shows her address. Never mind. Okay, but anyway, it's got a cute little Indian girl and just holding a drum, and that's really cute. Thanksgiving stuff. Okay. I'm hot. We got to
get out of here. You got your.
Oh, Lord. I'm about to burn down.
All right.
Oh, my ears are stopped up. Oh, my gosh. So I'm probably louder than usual.
Dark in here.
Oh, my gosh. Thank goodness we're out here in some cool.
Did you get Ace?
He's right here. Come on, buddy.
Here we go.
Oh,
wow,
you,
look at this place. I love coming in.
Oh, hey, hold on a second. Come here.
What?
One of the ladies, and she'll know who she is, she wanted to know, what does S and P mean on the barrels?
S and P.
Yes, there's S on the barrels, spray painted, and then P.
S is for sawdust and P is for plastic.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Well, there we go. There's one question answered.
Oh, good. That was one of the hard comments.
Yeah, she want to know what S and P.
Sawdust. It hasn't been working out that route, but yeah.
Well.
So.
You're a tattle britches. Tattletale. Hang your britches on a nail.
So here's a craftsman home.
Oh.
And as you can see, this is called balloon framing. It goes straight on up to the top floor, and the rafters will sit right on there. Where here, we'll do a small wall, and then we'll build our dormers on top of that wall.
Now, I've heard that the guys love doing craftsmen because they can just go on up. They don't have to stop.
I don't know.
I've heard them say it.
Yeah. That's all we did for years.
That's what they said. They said
Probably
we did it
4
for
or 5
years and
that's
got
all we
used
did.
to it. And
we don't do that many anymore because they're more expensive. The trader's twice as much, and there's a lot to it. We offer more on a craftsman. Yeah.
Ace is like, dude, it is bedtime. Look at him.
He is ready to go to bed.
He's such an old thing at night.
I took him to the mountain after lunch.
Oh, yes.
And I walked straight up and straight back down off the mountain.
Yeah.
And all he did was walk with me. He didn't run back and forth. He didn't do anything.
he?
He looked hard.
Well, what's it? Ace.
Okay.
Get your nose out of that.
Yeah. So we're starting some new builds in here.
Okay.
We got another ESP that we're doing. ESP is our engineered steel panel homes, as we have, and we're actually putting the wood on the soffit and the ceilings, as you guys have seen.
Is that one that's going to get?
You ask me questions about.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Oh no.
Okay, he don't know.
Yeah, And the reason I don't know everybody is because I am finally starting to delegate these homes. Now I have an idea of what's going on. We got about 35, 40 homes here that are all under construction and going and moving. And I go in every morning and I look and I talk to the guys. We have supervisors that are over a section of all these homes.
Yes.
So one thing that I wanted to tell you is that we're going to start teaching instead of supervising. So actually the concept of a lot of these guys that may have a little bit of a lack of knowledge and understanding of how to build a home or the quality of doing certain things. They have the skill level, but they don't know what we're wanting. So, and we do a lot of things a little different. Even I've had carpenters come here that have been in carpentry for years. They come here and it's like, wow, you guys are a lot different than I'm used to. We still have studs, we still have headers, we still have cripples and king posts and all this stuff that we have in jacks, but we do things different. We trim different. And you know what, and really what it is? We expect things different. And a lot of times it slips out of here not exactly like we wanted because we got, supervisors and all this stuff. So we're trying to do a conducive way of doing everything. So right now what we're doing is we do a hot water heater. We're going to film that water heater. And we're going to shut down 4 or 5 guys and watch show them how to put it in. The heating and air, the trimming out of a window, hanging a barn door, setting this kitchen sink. Today we were working on, the guy that was working on my house. I helped him. I said, listen, this is how you do your kitchen sink, measure, measure, measure. And I was with him for about 20 minutes.
Good.
And then I sent him to Josh. Josh helped him out. So he learned today how to do a kitchen sink, faucet, trap, underneath, water lines, everything done. He can do it. He's ready.
Well, and another thing is that no one knows how to do the ESP panels unless you're taught here.
Yes.
Because that's our concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
You have a system.
Got a system, got a way we do it. We even do it different than the way we were taught, and we build homes with it instead of just sheds.
Correct.
So it's a little bit different about load bearing and strengths and stuff that we put into them and how we're working.
Man, y'all have learned a lot. It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Will today, and he was putting all the rearranging the lumber, and we're adding a 2-story underneath the lean-to shed out in front of the building, and we were talking about what we're going to do in the future, and we're all getting excited about this. No, we're not changing the company. We're doing an addition to the company.
Yes.
And he said, wow, this is just exciting to think of what it can become, where it can go with if we make this thing happen.
So exciting.
So it gives you a reason to get out of bed. It gives you purpose in this world.
Well, we have an exciting job.
Yeah.
It's stressful, but it's exciting.
It's cold in here, and it's hot in here, and all this stuff. You got to wear long. Look, I don't have anything on tonight, Amanda. Look.
Oh, Lord, you're naked.
Look at them white legs.
If Travis is still watching, he will not want to see this.
They're blue.
Look, you've got hair on your knee and nowhere else.
Well, it's because of my pants. I think they wear it.
Well, I wear pants,
look how pretty and smooth
I wish the
that is.
pants would get the hair off my legs.
Look at them. I got
all us
warm
women
socks
want
on.
that.
Look, I should shave that off. Right
You
there.
should just shave your legs.
I wear shorts that like you got furry knees.
Ew, that's gross. Ew.
Sexy, man.
You need some nair.
Nair.
Wait, remember what it was called? It said, drop the blade, babe. Put some nair there.
No way. I never heard
Forget your
that.
stubble trouble. Your legs stay smoother for days. Drop the blade, babe.
She's dancing when she's doing this, all right?
The ladies will remember that jingle. That's a great jingle.
Really?
Yeah, for nair.
Do it
yeah,
again.
hair removal. No,
Here, do it again.
I can't do it again.
Come on,
Let's
do it again. Do it again.
Okay, let's say, drop the blade, babe. Put some nair there. And then they would say, forget your stubble trouble. Your legs stay smoother for days. And they'd have women in like bikinis and stuff like that. So you women remember that, don't you? It was so stupid.
You remember that, don't you, Eddie?
Hell no.
Winston, hell no.
She too many damn
Do you know, and just a real quick fact, is that Barry Manilow wrote a lot of jingles.
Yeah.
Of commercial jingles.
Yep.
He did Band-Aid, the Band-Aid brand.
Band-Aid, stick on.
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me. Yeah.
He did the McDonald's?
He did, he did McDonald's. He did and I mean,
then he lost it all.
And then he lost it all. I love Barry Manilow.
He lost
so
everything.
anyway, just to say. So anyway, so shave your legs, Randy.
I'd love to shave my legs. Yep.
Oh, So what are we still doing at this house? I remember we're waiting on the door.
We got a tub in here. Let's see if it's in.
Okay.
It's a jacuzzi tub.
A Jacuzzi?
A Jacuzzi. My mom used to call them Jacuzzis.
She'd call them Jacuzzis.
Let's see if it's in here.
Let me back up and show.
Well, they got the hole cut for the Jacuzzi.
Oh, it
but
looks
it's not
so
inside
good.
yet.
They got it burn up there too.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks good.
Just finishing it up because
Okay.
the garage door is in. Okay. Here's the jacuzzi. So there's a view all on the outside of this thing here. So this is a kitchen window. Now the
Yes.
owner could not find, it was a $4,000 window to make this thing. He wants it completely straight out.
Whoa, back up. How much?
$4,000.
I know you didn't just say that.
He didn't buy it.
Wow. Yeah. Like what? $4,000?
Yes, and that was just to go, because it wants to be awning. It does not just like this. It's got to go way out, because he's going to have a countertop out here. This is his kitchen. And so when he has parties, he wants to set all the drinks and all that stuff out there for people.
Why would a window cost that much?
I don't know, man. It was
Oh,
terrible.
Lord.
So I said, let me try to fix something. I want to try to build something.
We
So
need to get in the window business.
we are going to put a window out here. You can have to open it from the outside.
Okay.
Because it's going to have hydraulic jacks. Mm-hmm. Now, the reason you want to open it from the outside, it's a party window, all right? Because we want a screen in here. He's got to be able to take the screen out. So we make doors for the screen or slide or something because he's going to serve, but he's got to have a screen for bugs. So you go outside, unlatch it, right? And then lift it up, and the hydraulic jacks will lift it straight up.
Oh, okay.
We're going to build it,
Okay.
all right?
Build it, they will come.
On the ceiling, we got black plastic on there.
Oh, well, yes you do.
That's just to hide everything. But we're going to put barnwood on the ceiling.
Okay.
And what I'm looking forward to, this door's coming in the 3rd of December. This is a 9-foot door, and it's only got 2 doors.
Wow.
So it's like a 4.5-foot door opening like that.
Wow, how much was that?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Got it
we'll
from
find
Lowe's.
out.
So this is a living room. So this is all living room right here, all right? This is all kitchen. And of course, this is the bathroom.
Okay, now hold up. So you say this is a living room. Where do you set furniture with
Well,
2 big doors?
That's the thing I talked to the homeowner a lot about. And I said, what are you going to do? You know, I kind of think
This will be closed most of the time.
this is the view.
Yes.
He said there's a gorgeous mountain view where they're going.
Yeah.
This house is up above 3,000 feet elevation. We're here. That's cold in the wintertime. You get to
Yes.
4,000. So every thousand feet you go in elevation, it's like driving north 300 miles.
Oh, really?
So the temperature there is like being 900 miles north of here. So now he's already north in northern Michigan, Minnesota is what that weather's
Okay.
like. Okay.
Okay.
So I think it would look kind of cool with a sofa in the middle of the room, just looking out.
Yeah.
And maybe even one looking at 2 sofas back to back. Now he talked about maybe having something here, but this is where a ladder is. This mechanism here,
Yeah.
it's going to be cut. That's going to be moved over this way because you got a ladder, and this is a mini split.
Yeah.
So the loft here it'll extend over here, and then you can go up like this.
Yeah.
You know. And but that's it's a glass garage door. Let's see if we can pull that down.
Yeah, I've not seen it get to go up and down. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Isn't
not
that
cool?
pretty?
Now that is insulated glass.
That's pretty.
Yep.
I would consider maybe doing a chair and a chair to where I could still have a corner chair and an ottoman, a corner chair, big corner chairs.
Well, over here
and
is your kitchen cabinet, right?
Okay.
So you got a kitchen that goes this way.
Yeah.
This is all open, and then you got a kitchen this way.
Yeah.
I want you to decorate this.
I would love to decorate this
Now,
before
see the
it
bottom
goes.
window?
Yeah.
I love the window there, an odd-looking window here. So it gives it some.
I would love to decorate it. Now, what kind of flooring is it going to have? Vinyl?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
vinyl
he's already
flooring.
picked out the vinyl flooring.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is a jacuzzi right here.
Yeah.
Yep, it's already framed.
So what's nice is you got a jacuzzi sitting here, you got a vanity here,
Okay.
and then you got a stackable washer and dryer.
Now, is this going to be a rental?
It's going to be both. It's going to be his weekend home
Okay.
and a rental home.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I like
Okay.
it. It's a complete shed-style roof. Instead of going sideways, it goes long way. See,
Yes.
all the way like this.
Right.
I've done several like that. I'm actually
I like how it
doing-
looks outside.
I'm doing more like that.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that looks nice.
I know we've done the gables a lot, but I want to initiate this new model that we're thinking about. Mm-hmm. But this is a really neat, because you got all your headroom in the loft, and this is 24 foot long.
And it's going to have barnwood on top.
Barnwood on the ceiling.
Wow.
So this is 10 by 24, and it has some artistic value to it because it sticks out actually 2 feet on the end. It gives it like a little wing wall on
I mean,
the
he
back.
got a lot of different shaped windows and then the 2 different doors and everything like that. Can you give like this is super custom, but how can you get, what's the base price? I can't remember on a 10 by 24.
I think
You'll have to look online.
It's right around 70 grand.
Okay.
You know, and the mimic of this from a competitor was 8 by 24, over $100,000.
Yeah, exactly.
We're about 75,000.
Now, does that include the doors and the jacuzzi
No.
and all that stuff?
So what happened was the owner paid for the big doors,
Okay, makes a big difference.
the jacuzzi, the
Yes.
sink. Yeah, so we made some deals where, hey, you buy this, you buy that, we'll keep the cost down here, and
Okay.
then we'll do what we have
exactly
to do.
right.
Yeah. So really, if you probably added these things up, he's probably getting around 75,
Well,
80,
and
80
two,
grand.
you can just tell by this home, this customer was not looking for an affordable home.
No.
This is a custom,
yeah.
Beautiful home he wanted.
And that's what we do.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Hey, everybody, I'm up in the morning. Look, Mandy, open my door. Can you imagine opening up your door?
That's really cool. I like that. This would be a great rental for him.
Oh.
That'd be a great rental. So
Yep. And now you're looking.
Good for him.
What we did is while we were building it, I told him, when we're building, I said, so your view's out that way, right? And he said, yeah. And I said, when you're sitting in your bed, you're going to need a window out there.
Yeah.
So you can look out at the view, right?
Yeah.
And of course, he's got 2 access. Plus, there's 3 windows in the loft. They all open, Manda.
Yeah.
All of them open.
Good.
So the only one that doesn't open is this transom right here.
Right.
Yep. So
Awesome.
nice home.
Beautiful home.
We'd like to decorate it, show you guys. Maybe we can get 106,000 people watching that one too.
Well, something that I want to talk about too is that, hey, we are at 89.5 thousand subscribers. We're probably going to hit 100,000 by the end of the year. So I told Alyssa today, I said, listen, we need to come up with, we're getting ready to have to start totaling it up. So when we get the 100,000th person subscriber, we're stopping and we're going to draw for a house.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna
And I'm
have-
going to start building it.
Yes.
Yep. Isn't that cool?
I can't believe it.
I know
I
it.
can't believe that we possibly may have it by the end of
If
the
we
year.
got 3,000 in a week, we could get there, and we could
I'm
make it
telling
before
you,
Christmas.
yes.
That'd be fun.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
I know.
I cannot wait to give the house given away. You wouldn't believe, and you might believe, but it is so fun for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh.
it's so fun to get to figure
The
out
person
who
that gets that house
Yes.
is like, oh my God.
Oh my God, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
So
Here, let me help you down.
yeah. Dave keeps a very clean area. I love Dave's area.
Yep.
That's why you're considering like he's going to be like maybe teaching his. Okay, we'll cut that out.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave's an asset to our company. We're hoping that he can help us in training other guys. That's what he's going to do. He's really good. He's learned how to build, how to do it. He's real particular. He's
very organized.
Yeah, and that's what we want. This is how our good builders build like this, and this is what we want our young builders to learn.
Exactly.
And we don't have that mentoring anymore unless you're in a school or a college or something like that. And,
right.
And this is a really, personalized way of building. This is real custom, and everything we do it's just a big deal. It's just exactly like building a regular home. So every cut and every type of quality on the inside of this house has to be done.
I gotta back up to where I can see this house better because it just looks so good. One of the other things is that what goes along with that is that Cocke County, the teacher that came by, wants to help the young guys there. Hey, if you're not going to college, Incredible Tiny Homes, you may have a future there.
You got it. So I get a couple boys. We're trying to figure out where we can use them. The bad thing is them boys can't get here till about 3:30, and we all leave about an hour and a half later.
Leaves. Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out how we can work them boys. We can get them in the summer for sure.
Yeah.
But we also have another young man by the name of Tyler. And he is.
A new guy?
He's doing our CAD.
Oh, yeah, doing the
Our
drawings.
drawings. Come by today, and if he's watching his family, hey, great guy. I just want to tell him he's just
good.
handled himself like a pure gentleman.
Good.
But knowledgeable, knows
And he's
what's
only,
going on.
what, 17?
He's in a senior in high school. He walked in here like a grown man.
That's great.
I was real impressed. I really like him. So
That is
we're
great.
excited. I'm excited about him being here. Like I said, we were able to talk dimensions, talk everything.
Yeah.
Come out here. He took, and I'm teaching him.
Teaching
hey,
him
do
how,
this, do
yeah.
that. And then he's pointing out things that he needs to know.
Yeah.
In which I appreciate him speaking up for himself. Because
Sure.
he wants to do a good job.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, this is what I really want to do. Is I want to draw.
Really?
I want to draw homes.
Isn't that exciting for somebody that young to come in and want to learn and possibly stick with the company and
think about
be a
that's what
benefit?
gives all of us this want to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, how much more stimulation can you get that you're building homes for people that need homes? You're building homes for less than anybody in the country.
Yep.
You're hopefully building homes that can be built faster
Yes.
and just as good a quality as everybody.
Yep.
Then you actually got young people coming in here that want to do what you're doing, which complements what we've started.
How fun would it be
Man.
to have this kid, and he's just a kid. I mean, he's 17, 18 years
Yep.
old. He's talking to people who have give all of their life savings, give all their money, and going over plans with him. And for him to have that much in
Yeah.
him to be able to
Handle
to handle that,
Yeah.
yes, that's a big deal.
Yep, and
No
to realize,
pressure, Tyler.
and for him, and you can tell he's got some good folks because you can tell he respects what he's doing and he
great.
wants to do it right.
It's exciting.
So all that stuff really motivates you to want to be here and want to take this business, no matter how bad a day could be. It makes you, hey, suck it up, man. Let's keep moving.
Look how clean everything is becoming. It's just so nice and clean.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm happy. Everybody, I got the finger.
You're not supposed to say that.
I always get that.
You're about to get a finger.
Thank you for watching.
Peace and blessings. Praise the Lord.
God, I got to turn this off so she'll leave.
So she'll
leave. At least I got to download this video, everybody.
Yep.
So now you got to splice it, download it, and then what is it? 8?
It ain't splicing it. You ain't got no sense. You don't know what I do.
You got to cut splice.
You're so stupid.
Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe if you will. Give us a
Yes.
thumbs up if you like this boring video of just talking.
Subscribe, like, and share this video. You are going to be in the running.
Of a home of your own.
Yes.
A full-blown home. Just subscribe.
Just subscribe.
1 in 100,000. Okay, that's not like 1 out of 10, but by God, it's a lot better than 1 out of 3 billion on a lottery.
Yeah, the lotto.
And all you have to do, you don't even have to get out of your pajamas. You just have to hit the button. That's right. You know what? So do it. All right, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you back tomorrow.
You're like Dick Clark. Remember? Dick Clark always saluted.
Did he really?
Oh, I hate he's dead. Ain't that awful?
Yeah, well, we all got to go.
What? I gotta go. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Come here, Ace. He's probably laying down somewhere trying to get warm.
Probably.